All right, everyone. What if I told you that something as simple as rubbing oil on a certain spot before bed could actually help in the bedroom? I know it sounds like one of those doctors hate this one trick ads, but listen to me. This is actually supported by hundreds of years of use and makes complete biological sense once you learned what's going on. I'm Dr. Charlotte Hayes, and today we're discussing something most doctors won't touch: how a simple oil massage in the right place can improve circulation, ease tension, and yes, support stronger erections while you sleep. And before you click away thinking this is some strange alternative medicine thing, stay with me. The science behind why this works is actually really interesting. Look, we need to have a real talk here. After 50, things change. Your testosterone drops about 1% every year after 30. Do the math, and that's a big deal. Your blood vessels get stiffer, sort of like old rubber bands that don't bounce back like they used to. And that prostate, it's probably gotten larger, pressing on things it shouldn't be pressing on. Then add in the modern lifestyle mess: sitting for 8 hours a day, stress from work or family, maybe a few extra pounds around the middle, and sleep that's broken up by bathroom trips. No wonder things aren't working like they did at 25. But here's what nobody is telling you: erections aren't just about age. They're really about three things: blood flow, muscle tone in your pelvic floor, and nerve sensitivity. And guess what? All three of these can be made better at any age. You're not broken, you're just not maintaining the machinery properly. The thing is, most guys think their only options are the little blue pill or just accepting decline. But there's this whole middle ground of natural approaches that actually work. And that's where this oil technique comes in. So, why are we talking about oil? It's not just about making things slippery, though that's part of it. As we age, the skin and tissues down there become more sensitive and actually drier. Every time you sit, walk, or even during intimacy, there's friction happening. Over time, this creates tiny amounts of inflammation and irritation that you don't even notice until things stop working right. Oil does something pretty clever. First, it creates a protective barrier that reduces this friction, but more importantly, certain oils can actually penetrate through the skin and affect the tissues underneath. They increase local blood flow, calm inflammation, and help those tight pelvic muscles finally relax. Think about it like this: you know how a good massage can loosen up a tight shoulder? Same principle, but we're targeting the muscles and blood vessels that directly affect erections. And when you do this before bed, you're taking advantage of your body's natural repair cycle that happens while you sleep. When you apply the oil and do the massage right before bed, you're essentially priming the pump. You're increasing blood flow and reducing inflammation right when your body's most ready to heal and restore itself. The oil continues working while you sleep, keeping the area moisturized and promoting circulation for hours. Plus, let's be real, morning erections are pretty good indicators of how things are working down there. When you do this routine at night, many guys report stronger, more consistent morning erections within just a week or two. That's your body's way of saying, hey, this is working. How often should you actually do this? This isn't something you need to do every single night. In fact, doing it too often can actually irritate the skin. I recommend starting with 3 times a week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Give it a month at that frequency and see how you feel. Some guys do great with just twice a week once they get into a rhythm. Others prefer every other night. Listen to your body. If the skin gets irritated or too sensitive, back off to twice a week. If you're seeing good results and want to maintain them, 3 to 4 times weekly is the sweet spot. The key is consistency. This isn't a one and done miracle cure. It's more like going to the gym. You need to stick with it to see and maintain results. Most men notice initial improvements in 1 to 2 weeks, with more significant changes after a month of regular practice. Here's what's really interesting. Guys who do this regularly report benefits beyond just better erections. The prostate massage aspect can actually improve urinary flow. You know those annoying midnight bathroom trips? Many men find they decrease after a few weeks of this routine. There's also the lower back connection. Your pelvic floor muscles connect to your lower back, and when they're tight and congested, it can cause back pain. The massage helps release this tension, and guys often report their back feels better too. Some men even say their workouts improve. Makes sense when you think about it. Better pelvic floor function means better core stability, which affects everything from squats to deadlifts. And then there's the confidence factor. When you know things are working properly down there, it affects how you feel all day. You walk taller, you're more assertive, you feel more like yourself. It's not just physical, it's psychological too. Now, before you run off to try this, let's cover some important points. First, this is not a replacement for medical care. If you're having serious erectile dysfunction, chest pain during sex, or other concerning symptoms, see your doctor. This technique is about optimization and support, not treating serious medical conditions. If you're on blood thinners or have any bleeding disorders, be very gentle with the massage or skip it entirely. The increased circulation could potentially cause issues. Keep everything clean. Wash your hands before and after. Don't share your oil with anyone else. And if you notice any unusual lumps, bumps, or pain during the massage, stop and get it checked out. Also, manage your expectations. This isn't Viagra. You're not going to do this once and suddenly be 18 again. It's a gradual improvement that builds over time. Think of it as one piece of an overall health strategy, not a magic bullet. I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but am I really going to remember to do this? Here's how to make it stick. First, tie it to something you already do. Maybe right after you brush your teeth before bed or while you're watching the late news. Make it part of your routine, not an extra thing to remember. Keep the oil on your nightstand or in your bathroom where you'll see it. Out of sight, out of mind is real. Some guys set a phone reminder for the first few weeks until it becomes habit. And here's a pro tip. Warm the oil bottle in hot water for a minute before you use it. Warm oil feels amazing and makes the whole experience more pleasant, which means you're more likely to stick with it. If you have a partner, you might even want to get them involved. Some couples turn this into part of their intimacy routine. Nothing wrong with that. Whatever works for you. Look, getting older doesn't mean accepting decline. Your body is incredibly capable of maintaining and even improving function well into your later years. It just needs the right support. This castor oil massage technique is one of those simple, time-tested methods that actually works. We're talking about 5 minutes, 3 times a week. That's just 15 minutes total out of your whole week to potentially improve your erections, reduce prostate problems, and feel more self assured. When you weigh that against the price and side effects of prescriptions or the annoyance of just accepting your situation, it's really a no brainer. The castor oil costs $10. The time you need to invest is very small. The possible benefit is major, and the risk practically zero if you do it right. So here's what I want you to do. Give this a real try for 30 days. Get yourself some good castor oil, set aside those 5 minutes 3 times a week, and actually do it. Keep a simple note in your phone about how you're feeling, your energy, morning erections, overall mood. I am willing to bet that by the end of that month, you'll see enough of a change that this becomes a regular part of your habits. And if not, you're out $10 and learned something new about your body. Remember, your best years aren't behind you. With the right knowledge and a little work, you can feel strong, confident, and full of life at any age. This is just one tool in your toolbox, but it's a strong one that too many men don't know about. If this helped you, share it with a friend who might benefit. Subscribe for more straight talk about men's health that goes beyond the usual eat better and exercise advice. And leave a comment below about your experience if you give this a try.